So when I think about steak, I want a nice vegetable to stand up to it. And one of the things that I always think about is asparagus. It's great with beef. It's great with steak. So I got myself some fresh asparagus from the local greengrocer, and we're just gonna prepare it pretty simply, as usual. You know, that's my motto. For asparagus, what you want to do is cut some of this end off. This part, the end, is very fibery. So what you can do sometimes is this. Wherever it breaks off, you can kind of cut it, and you know that this part is not as fibery as this part is going to be. I don't really want my spears to be this short. So what I tend to do is I'll take a look at the entire length of what I have, and I'll probably try to cut off maybe a third. So I'll go about here as opposed to trying to snap it. When I snap it, it's not going to snap. It's going to snap up much higher. And I'm sure that all of this is perfectly edible. This bottom part, this bottom third is not going to be so good. So what I'm going to do is choke up on the back a little bit, and I'm going to cut it about here. That's a nice size, and I'm not wasting anything by not using this part, because it's really, it gets chewy, and if you ever eat like sugar cane or something like that, where it gets fibery and chewy, you don't really want to eat that. Hard to break down in your mouth and stuff. So got some more, and you can just do this in a big massive bunch. Lay it down, flatten it out, and it's average is about the same. So it's about a third, I would say, I would cut off. All right, all of that, and I'm done. The butchering of the asparagus. These shorties are gonna go in there. I'm still gonna eat them. This one, the top popped off. The stalk is still good, so we'll throw that in there. We'll still eat it. And all of this, go in the trash. Okay, so let's spread these out so we can get some seasoning going. A little bit of olive oil. Some salt. It's a nice pinch. You can season them afterwards if you want. Some freshly cracked pepper. You saw me crack this pepper yesterday. It's always good. To the pepper, I'm gonna add some red pepper flake. And what you wanna do with these sometimes, what you wanna do is just massage it in your hand, massage it in your palm like this. It releases some of the pepper oils, so it's gonna wake them up. They've been sitting in the jar for God knows how long, so you can massage them a little bit, and it's gonna wake up some of that pepper oil flake. That's gonna bring a nice level of heat to my asparagus. Some balsamic vinegar, just a splash. That's all I got left. So back to the supermarket tomorrow. A little bit of soy sauce. And then I'm gonna add some chopped garlic to this. You can put it on in advance, or you can chop them to put them in the pan. Just cut off these little oxidized parts here real quick. Nobody wants those little oxidized bits off with your head. Okay, so I don't like to use my cutting knife to mess around with the garlic. The Chinese chef knife, Asian chef knife. I don't want to be offensive to anybody. So what I like to do is just give it a smack. It's done. Give it a smack. It's done. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Smacking my knuckle. I don't want to smack my knuckle with this thing. So you can see still, all right? Give it a smack. That's a better smack. So my knuckles is off of the counter now, so I can give it a good whack. Whack. That's done. You don't have to stand there and chop garlic for your whole life. You don't have to get out your food processor just to get some garlic chopped. Bam. Just hit it with a knife. Really hard, really fast, and it's done. And if I want to, just run my knife through it a little bit more. And that's done. Chopped garlic. Onto the party. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top. So what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna let it sit there for a while and let those flavors marry. And then I'm just gonna saute them in the skillet. Just about time when it's time to eat. Because you wanna get these cooked and warmed through. They're vegetables. They don't have to be cooked for a long time. You really just wanna get a little bit of heat through them, get them cooked so they're still crispy and fresh. And that's about it. Easy, keep it simple. We got our pan getting hot and ready. A little bit of oil. Have some patience when you add oil. Even if you add the oil to a hot pan, you want to look for a coating. You want to look for the oil to get viscous, as they say. You want the oil to be able to coat the pan. If it's cold oil, it's not gonna do that. Let the oil give it a chance to warm up. Look for a little bit of smoke if you're using some kind of a light oil. It doesn't have a high smoke point like olive oil. You see a little bit of smoke starting to form, you know you're ready to go. So, just gonna add my asparagus. One fell by the wayside. I like to keep them lined up. It makes for easier cooking, even cooking, better for your plating. Keep them lined up a little bit. All the little bits and stuff from the garlic, anything that's left over, you can just get it in there. I like to use a little spatula. This silicone tongs is working like a spatula a little bit. Get it all in there. Alright. You want to toss it. Have your asparagus perpendicular to your handle so you can toss it like this. Look at them spin around. So what you want to do, let the ones on the bottom get warm, leave it. You don't got to do too much. Just let it go for a while. Then you just rotate them. Let each one of them, each layer, get a little bit of the heat. Don't rush it. I'll turn the fire down a little bit. It's about medium low, about medium. I guess about medium. Just toss it a little bit. Let everybody get some love. You want to spread that garlic around so it's not sitting in the same place, burning. And asparagus, I mean, a lot of vegetables you can basically eat raw. Asparagus is not that enjoyable raw unless it's like really thinly sliced and shaved or something like that. But I mean, as it hits the pan, as you get it going, and you know, to your likeness, and this is almost done already, and it hasn't even been like, you know, what, 2 minutes or something like that, 2, 3 minutes. And also, once these are all heated up, you know, there's this thing called carryover heat. It's going to continue to build heat, and then also the heat from the pan, the heat from the cooking surface, even when you turn it off, it's still going to transfer heat to the pan. So you don't want to overcook your asparagus. It gets soggy, it gets limp, it gets whack. Nobody wants to eat some whack-ass asparagus, excuse me. So what you're gonna look for is a little bit of char, because I like a little bit of a char, a little bit of a smoke to my asparagus. The soy sauce and the balsamic is gonna react to the heat like that. It's gonna allow it to get a little bit of a char, a little bit of color. I'm gonna add a little bit, excuse me, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil because my garlic seems to be sticking and burning a little bit. Turn it down to low, because the pan is hot enough now, and I don't want the garlic to be all burnt and start to get bitter. You see that? Then that garlic burns up, like it starts to get bitter. You know, it's a gross taste. So that's done. That's done. I mean, let's take one out. Still got a nice crunch to it. And again, it's gonna, look, fire's off. You can still hear that snap, crackle, pop, sizzle. So it's gonna continue cooking just like this. If you wanted to, and if you like your asparagus a little bit softer, you can pop a lid on it right now, and that's gonna steam a little bit. It's gonna soften them up. I like my asparagus with a nice crunch to it. These are cooked as far as I'm concerned. Tastes good to me. Take that off. These are done. Check on my meat. Pause.